Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Jordan. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Butler in at the 3. And for the Pacers, they've got OG Anunoby. Harden out there with Lou Dort. And there's Porzingis. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Now here's Butler. Lays it up off the glass.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Here's Anunoby. Now Duren. Pass to Dort. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Lets it go from 11. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Anunoby passes to Porzingis. Outside, Dort. Pass to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Here's Porzingis. Shoots. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
You know, one of the things I love about Porzingis' game, he's really a terrific catch-and-shoot guy, especially for a 7-footer.
And Thompson kicks to Isaac. And here is Butler. Off target from outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Dort. Butler with the steal. And he... Oh!
Man!
What a finish!
Well, I like seeing Butler show off his mad hops. This guy's got big-time bounce and knows how to slam it down with authority.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
James Harden, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for Harden. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers, Clark, maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Harden hits them both. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Here's Indiana. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. To the inside. Isaac with the steal. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Butler against Anunoby. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 6.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You show us your best moves. Let's go. Nice try. It's all good. Shake it. Let's go, move.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Dort. Pass to Duren. And Harden wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Thompson passes to Murray. He takes it in. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Anunoby with it. Butler covering. Anunoby kicks to Harden. Back to Anunoby. Isaac with the steal. Pass to Murray. On the wing, Jordan. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Minnesota?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And the three ball is good.
Harden has been lethal from outside for a long time. Add another to the career total.
Butler dishes to Murray. Back to Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
The free throw drops for Butler. Mark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work. He is one of the longer wings in the game. Durant knows a thing or two about drawing fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
The first one falls.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Durant nails both of them.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. They get it again. Dort passes to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Back to Dort. Fires the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Robert Williams comes in for Duren, and it's Powell in for Porzingis. Minnesota also with the sub. Sharps checked in for Jordan. Indiana on D. Knocked loose. Here's KD. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from deep, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops.
Now, here's Thompson. Scoreless thus far. Harden with it. Now guarded by Murray. It's up a 3. Rebound by Butler.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To halt the run, he lays it in. Butler's got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Williams. Now here's Harden. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Brooks kicks to Murray. Durant against Butler. Out to Brooks for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
Butler against Durant. Down low. Dort goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And some changes here for the Pacers. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Dort. And Ball subbed in for James Harden. Minnesota also making some changes. Stewart checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Reza Shea in for Thompson. Now here's Murray. Nothing on the board. Pass to Reza Shea. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
Pass to Powell. KD with it. He's covered by Murray. Over Murray. And KD the bucket on the assist by Powell. Durant's got 6.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Murray a screen on Powell. And that one's good. Reza Shea.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Reza Shea looking like a polished shooter already.
Durant down low. Brooks covering. Nice D from Brooks.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here is Murray. Pass to Durant. Now Williams. Over Murray. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Putting his height to great use there, feeling out the situation and then hitting from mid-range.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the middle, here's Sharp. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Williams, a screen on Murray. Ball, the bounce pass. With 1 on the clock, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game in Indiana. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Lou Dort out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Porzingis in at the power forward. And here is Ball. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple. Now, here's Dort. He's guarded closer. Shot clock at 2 from past the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Kristaps Porzingis. Great showing for him last season. Around 20 points per game last season, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Butler comes in for Dillon Brooks. And it's Thompson in for Murray. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
No good on the free throw.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
He doesn't get the second one. Pacers trail by 3. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Out to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Ball from long range. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Butler. Now Reza Shea. He's covered by Ball. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. It allows him to block a lot of shots.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Timberwolves shooting well, 50% from the floor. Pass to Reza Shea. Here's Butler. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
And, you know, when Butler's hot, keep getting him the rock. It's that simple. It's not complicated.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Get the run back in. Here they are, your Indiana State.
The Pacers making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Isaac's checked in for Minnesota. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Pass to Thompson. Here's Isaac. 5 to shoot. Back to Thompson. Shoots the 3. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. 5th, the Timberwolves.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Outside, Dort. Here's Anunoby. Those 3-pointers off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Kept alive. Isaac outside. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Indiana leading. Anunoby finds Harden. Outside, Dort. Back to Harden. Hits the 3-point bomb. Harden's got 8.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
That's a 2 from Butler. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside, Dort. And Duran slams it in.
And it's encouraging to see Dort drop dimes like that, wanting to round out this part of his game.
Butler dishes to Jordan. Outside, Butler. Shoots over Duran. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Butler.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Here's Harden. 8 points for him. Takes the 3. Thompson with the rebound.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Pass to Butler. And here is Isaac. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Now here's Porzingis beyond the arc. Over in the corner, Dort fires for 3, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Dort. Dort's got his 3rd assist on the night. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Fight Squad. Get live, let them hear it. Who wants a t-shirt?
Durant's checked in for OG Anunoby, and a change for the Timberwolves. Sharp's checked in for Jordan. Butler with the ball. He's got 14. Thompson outside. A 3 ball. Goes back up. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Murray's checked in. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Harden outside. This one for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Thompson outside. Isaac outside. Pass to Rizashea. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Rizashea's got 6 points. It's Dort on the wing. Here's Duran. Outside, KD. Muscling it in, Kevin Durant.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now Rizashea. He's got 6. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Isaac. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Dort passes to Harden. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
I mean, he's really clever at getting his body into defenders.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Indiana.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
And he knocks down the first one.
Nobody quite like Harden to run your offense. He knows the ins and outs like very few do.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Williams comes in for Duran, and it's Powell in for Porzingis. Minnesota also with the sub. Brooks checked in. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Murray finds Brooks. Isaac outside. And here is Murray. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, you know, that part of Murray's game has to be there for him, and I know how hard he's worked to improve his three-point shooting. Good to see.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Good on Brooks for making that extra pass. That was the smart play.
Pacers leading by 6. Left side, KD. Oh, that's blocked. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
The Pacers making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Stewart checked in for Minnesota. Now, here's Sean. 6 points for him. Here's Dort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I like when Dort takes initiative because he's capable of compromising defenders on the drive.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
Now here's Durant, following the miss by Dillon Brooks. KD draws the double. Dort kicks to Durant. Using his length inside, Durant.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Now here's Murray. Thompson outside. Here's the 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Durant against Stewart. Pass to Williams.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Onto the court for the Pacers, number 22, Isaiah Jackson.
54 seconds left in the first half. Ball no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Murray finds Sharp. Thompson outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Murray the pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Any shot Thompson puts up has great touch.
And here is Ball. Still scoreless. Williams passes to Jackson. Now here's Ball. He's covered by Murray. Indiana again missing. The tray. And so it's Lou Dort making things happen for Indiana. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach Carlisle with me. Rick, a tremendous first half offensively. What pleased you about the team's effort?
Our pace is good. You know, we're making a good effort defense.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Indiana Pacers.
Their approach has been pretty straightforward. Attack, draw fouls, and you could see their enthusiasm. They're pumped up there, Ernie.
Yeah, playing with a high level of activity here. Let's see if they can maintain that, though. Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
When you've got 2 great players going at it like this, buckle up. It's an adventure. I'm telling you, I think the second half, one will emerge as the top dog. Roof, roof. Roof, roof.
2 big dogs at the top of the food chain going at it here.
Roof, roof, roof.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Lou Dort with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 5. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Isaac out there with Butler. Then there's Murray. Then it's Jordan. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. Now Harden after the missed three from Klay Thompson. Pass to Duren. Now here's Dort. That three off the mark. Butler against Anunoby. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. Number 1, the Pacers.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
You know, when you're looking to create a culture, a championship-type culture for your team, you want guys like JB, guys that are tough, accountable, and consistent.
Indiana leading by 3. Harden the pass to Duren. Here's Dort. Here he goes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
That one on Thompson.
When it comes to physical play, it's hard to get the best of Dort. He invites contact at both ends.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Timberwolves trail by 4. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Butler kicks to Murray. Back to Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And let's take a look now at the numbers for DeJounte Murray. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged 22 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
No good on that one.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
So he can't get either to fall.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 13. Dort misses. Anunoby against Butler. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And he does it with and without the ball. Butler stuffing that stat sheet.
Anunoby outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Anunoby. Good on the three-point shot. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And Thompson kicks to Butler. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Thompson. Harden surveying the D. To the wing on the left. Here's Porzingis. Rebound, Minnesota. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Anunoby against Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one goes on Anunoby.
I don't think you can get too physical with Butler because he's so smart and clever in how he gets into the defender to draw the foul.
And the first one at the line is good. The Pacers making a switch here. Durant's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Shea checked in. And so Butler nails both of them. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Harden outside. Door to screen on Murray. There's the lob to Durant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Love how aggressive Harden is in the pick and roll. Exceptional at shooting and passing after getting the screen.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys.
It's time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Sit up. Everybody get down. Let's see this dance move.
Points per game, and they were ranked third in three-point shooting. They can burn you from deep as well as they shot it. The three-pointer really has become the focal point of their offense.
And Greg, you talked about their killer defense, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league. They just shut teams down. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Murray's got 9.
You know, we often talk about the importance of confidence for these young players, guys. Murray's showing plenty of confidence there.
That's to Porzingis. Duran sets the screen for Porzingis. And Duran slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
It's Harden with the drive. And he lays it straight in. 15 points in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot totals, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
Here's Harden following the three by Minnesota. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. Outside Butler. Porzingis with the steal. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, that's a tough take there by Durant. He gets off the shot, his finesse coming into play there, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
For Indiana, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That's good from Durant. Powell, he's checked in for Indiana. Lonzo Ball comes in for Dort. Stewart's checked in for the Timberwolves. Brooks comes in for Butler. Durant hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 5. Murray surveying the D. Here's Rizashea. He's got 9. Brooks for 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Ball, the pass to Harden. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Harden, one of the very best we've ever seen at putting defenders in tough positions.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And he makes the first.
Harden's a guy who really had an old man's game back when he was a young man. It worked then, and it certainly is working now.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Sharp's checked in for Jordan. Both good from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 7. Rizashea with it. With some arc, and again Minnesota will turn it over. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Pacers 4th.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for James Harden. Now Powell, still yet to score. Durant drains it from distance.
No fear or hesitation from KD. He's able to hit from anywhere.
Pass to Murray. Stewart with it. Back to Murray. Will it go? And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Minnesota, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so Murray nails both of them. Here's Ball. Pass to KD. Back to Ball. And stolen by Murray. Thompson outside. Brooks outside. Now Murray. There's the 3. Sinks the triple. Murray's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Timberwolves.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
You know, sometimes you forget about how big Klay is as a guard. I mean, he can take a hit and still finish shots down low.
Outside Williams. Powell, the pass to Williams. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Thompson inside. Powell on him. for the tie. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Durant. 16 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson setting the pick here for Powell. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Murray. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Powell. Got a piece of it. Powell against Thompson. Stewart kicks to Brooks. And here's Thompson. Stewart passes to Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
DeJounte Murray does a nice job using that long frame of his to attract contact from the defense and still get it done.
Free throw good. Murray. Anunoby, he's checked in for Durant. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Minnesota. And so Murray nails both of them. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Pass to Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
James Harden, he's checked in for Indiana. Timberwolves have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Brooks outside. Stewart with the screen on Ball. Murray. Pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Coming out of the court, let's turn it up.
And Indiana making a change here. Dort's checked in. .102 left in the third. Harden finds Jackson. Harden outside. Stewart with the steal. Murray with it, and it's Harden picking him up with the shot. Murray, no good. Indiana's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Tipped away. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Brooks in the corner, inside. Now, here's Anunoby. Outside, Dort. Harden outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Harden outside. It's his first trip to the line.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And both free throws good for Porzingis. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Pacers up 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. They've got Jalen Duren, Anunoby out there with Porzingis. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's Harden in at the point guard.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Murray for three. Short. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Dort passes to Duren. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Duren's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pacers. Thompson outside. From deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
5 on the clock. Murray the pass to Thompson. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA, and we might be talking the all-time list here.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Butler against Dort. Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. From about 19 feet. Yep, right through the net. Butler's got 22.
Over time with hard work, Butler has become a consistent shooter. And yet his jump shot, I think, continues to evolve.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Murray. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Thompson from long range. The kick outside to Butler. Six to shoot. Thompson from long range. A three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
Pass to Dort. Duran with it. Anunoby outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Jordan kicks to Thompson. Pass to Murray. Shoots over Anunoby. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Back to Harden. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Duran. Defended by Jordan. Duran the pass to Porzingis. Duran sets the screen for Harden. Off target with his 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Pacers trail by 8. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Here are your Indiana Pacers.
The Timberwolves also with the sub. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Brooks. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Durant. Back to Dort. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Harden. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now, Dort. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Durant feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. Physical defense. And KD does not flinch.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Harden finds KD. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 6. Isaac outside. Back to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Harden. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Pass to Duran. Outside, KD. Dort, left side. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Now, here is Jordan. Thompson left side. Here's Isaac. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. Sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now here's Porzingis. Shot from 12. Durant, no good. Minnesota leading by 3. Murray outside. Isaac kicks to Jordan. Lets it go from deep. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Jordan. Thompson's got 11 points here in just the second half. Outside Durant. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Now here's Murray. Thompson for the triple. The rebound by Harden. Pass to Durant. Minnesota with the rebound. Isaac outside. Outside Butler. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, that's just simply outstanding focus. Butler's used to getting hit on the way up, expects to be bumped, jostled around, and still muscles his shots in.
And Indiana making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. The free throw drops for Butler. Pacers trail by 7. Harden outside. Porzingis passes to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Dort. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Dort's got 6 in the quarter.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
Pass to Jordan. Now here's Murray. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Murray's got 13 points in the second half. Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Porzingis. No good there. Isaac with some nice deep. Timberwolves leading by 7. On the wing, Thompson. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Harden. Murray, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Now, here's Thompson. Good. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
And the Pacers call time here. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
On the court is your squad. The Rockets section, there can only be one. And they're getting shirts. Let's find those fans.
checked in for the Pacers. .41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Rebounded by Isaac. And here are the Timberwolves. And here is Murray. Jordan with the screen on Hart. For three, Murray. Duren pulls it in. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
And so Minnesota takes the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Jimmy, I know it's been a down stretch of late here, but you were everywhere in this win.
I feel good. Made some shots, got to the free throw line, got a win. That's all I really care about, man. I'm glad we pulled this one out. Hopefully it's the start of something.
Certainly looks like it's trending up, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, DeJounte Murray.